Hi everyone, I hope we're doing great today. And today I'll be reviewing the new album by Damaged Bug called ZUZAX. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Who knows? But I just did. And I hope you enjoy it. Um, Maybe I'll start with. Sorry, I had to make my hands disappear for a second. With the album cover. It's very interesting, very playful. It's a skeleton driving into a sunset. It's airbrush technique, the medium. And I have to say, overall, I'm already giving you an overall look, is that it begins to be playful and then it gets really, really dramatic. So it is quite interesting. And also, I love the fact that John Dwyer plays with his voice a lot with storytelling with each song. It's so different. And I loved it. I loved listening to it. I have to say, I'll be honest with you. I am a little bit biased because I am a big, big fan of the OCs, so a big fan of John Dwyer. So yeah, mm, keep that in mind. So I might be very enthusiastic about this album. I have to say I really like this album more than the other Damage Bug stuff. I'll be honest here. Um, and also this album came out the 20th of March, so it's fresh out of the oven, like super, super, super duper fresh. And I'll start with the first song, which is called The End of the War. It is a great opener, especially with what's going on right now. And it's very cheeky. I love how it begins with the drums, just ding, 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 ding. It's not really like that, but the drums first start. And it's kind of like a twist and shake song, I would say. I don't know. It has a lot. It's very bubbly. It has a lot of. I would say it is a little bit pop. It has, of course, a lot of guitar distortions always. He talks about also, I can't wait for the sun to go down for the culture war. That's what I got. I could be wrong, but he pretty much just talks about this topic. And yeah, that's one thing. I really like this song. It's very pop. I didn't expect it to be so pop. Um, I would say, pop for a Damage Bug. Um, how do you say? Standards, mm-hmm. And then you have double yolks. I think that's how you pronounce it. Um, Here in this song, it's quite interesting to hear that he jumps right into the song with the singing. And it's as if he welcomes you into a game, and it's quite playful. And what I thought in the beginning was like a very la 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 kind of feeling. And then by the end of a song, it really does go la la la. So it's quite interesting. I really caught that feeling. And also the storytelling is quite interesting. I don't remember everything, but each song, as I told you, has a really interesting storytelling. And then Mosey, Rose, and More, which is the third song. It's more of picking up the pace, very more psychedelic. And it sounds like from the sounds are from space or alien like, I have to say. And then number 4 is Hook. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it has this feeling of a secret spy being in space, especially on planet Mars after it's colonized by Elon Musk. This is just hypothetical and very futuristic. So I had this feeling while listening to it. It gave me this feeling, although the storytelling is different. The lyrics, I have to say, not the storytelling. The lyrics are different. And it has a vintage feeling to it when it comes to the organ. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation for the instrument, the piano. Maybe it's the setting of the synth, but I'm not very knowledgeable of those instruments. And there is another instrument that plays in or is simulated is the bongo filling, which goes ding 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 ding. It's very good, I have to say. This is the fourth song. We'll go to the next song, which is Psych Witch. Oh, it has this really weird feeling of like, you know how in submarines they have the ding ding, to say that the boat is near and stuff, like the circular thing that goes ding ding. It had that feeling. That song felt that way. And it has a very cowboy riff ending, which I liked. Then you have number 6, which is junk food. How I describe it is as if Prince whispered in John Dwyer's ears late at night. It has this very like Prince influence. And I loved hearing it. I really enjoyed it a lot. Then you have the 7th song, Rare Lights. Sounds very dreamy. I have to say it's a really good song. I liked it. It has all the perfect ingredients of a Damage Bug song. So it's really, really good song. Then you have song number 8, which is Overexposed. And listening to it, I had this feeling of like, this is what an overexposed photograph sounds like. Although it does talk about something else, the song, but this really gave me this feeling. And it has a saxophone, which is, very cool. And then a dreamy synth, the song. So it was cool. Then you have song number 9, which is called Fried Hands. What I heard the most in this song was the bass was king. It was all the time. You could hear it all the time. You could hear that the volume was higher. I don't know why, but I'm interested to know if maybe there was a choice. Who knows? What was really interesting about this song was the drums were in tune and out of tune. I don't know if that's possible. I'm not an expert. I started drumming. I'm taking lessons. I started drumming. So I don't really know. You have to tune. I don't know. But it really sounded like it went dun, 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 dun. I don't know. It was a really strange pattern that was, it made me really like, wow, stop for a second and really admire the structure of the song. And then also it sounded to me like it was a jamming session with the help of aliens. At some point, this song felt very like, it went on and on and on and on and on, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing, it's a good thing. But it went on and on and on and on, as if you were at a concert. And then song number 10, Man Without Planet, very dramatic. Now it gets really dramatic. There is this out of tune synth that you can hear. Then the last song, which is called Tinted Light, if I read that correctly from my notes, let's hope. I think it is the right song to end this album. It's as if it sounds like the car from the album cover is finishing the gas. I guess that's how you say it in English. And because of the prices right now. So it's kind of like the engine is slowing down, you know? Um Also, there were a lot of guitar distortions, and it really, really reminded me of Juan's first album. I think it starts with a G, but I can't recall, but it really reminded me of Juan's first album and some songs. So it was kind of like going there like really crazy. I loved it. I have to say that overall this album is good. I have to say it's really good. It kept me guessing, so I like that about an album. It had structure, it had a fil rouge, like a red thread. It went from point A to B, and I think it did it gracefully. I have to say certain parts were a little bit, I don't know, would have done it differently, but I have to say overall my rating of this album, I think I would give it a strong 8.45. 8.45, I have to say. Anyway, that's all. I hope you take care and have a wonderful time on Earth, especially at this point of history. It's hard to say that, but I don't know. Anyway, have a great time and take care. Bye. Bye bye.